The personal work is really important for a leader, and it's that exploration of energy, of your resource, of what your skills, talents, and abilities are, both as it relates to the team, as it relates to family, as it relates to finance, as it relates to vocation, as it relates to all aspects of your life, a very holistic look at things, because we can't grow unless we know where we are currently, right? And so boundaries are about saying, I'm going to focus in. I'm thinking of the word that Eli uses at home, our 15-year-old. I'm going to lock in for the next, 6 to 12 months, and I'm really going to make progress in this area. Because day in and day out, things fall into our laps every single day, right? I mean, if we wake up in the morning, there will be a boatload of things, options, choices that we have to decide. It goes, I think of Steve Jobs, goes to what we're going to wear that day, what we're going to eat that day, what choices. We have choices every single day. And the discipline of those simple choices even matters, right? For our health, for our well-being, for what our mindset looks like. What we're consuming. And so all of that plays itself into leadership from the standpoint of, do you know how you're leading yourself first before you can even begin to propose that you would lead a team and help them? Because the struggle is there for everybody. And if you're not leading it well yourself, your team will pick up that in a nanosecond.
So you talked about currency. What I've found with our young leaders is they actually stress the other currency. The first currency is money, but what we have found, the currency of time, is even more important to them than the currency of money, which
Yes.
means I want to use my time as effectively as possible so I'm replenished. I'm making a meaningful contribution professionally, but I'm also present at home with my family. How do I do all those three things? And that's what we talk about. We talk about that in our process. Our research has shown the average person's stress level will go down by 20%. Well, how did you do that? What magic tool did you come up? We say it's not magic. Let's walk through for them the whole principle that we teach of the Pareto Principle.
Okay.
The Pareto
Love that.
Principle, the Pareto Principle teaches that if you have 10 things on your plate, just 2 of those will give you 80% of your desired impact. Now, to measure your impact, you got to know what your purpose is. You got to know where the goal line is. If we talk about a football team can move the ball 5 yards forward or backwards. If they don't know where the goal line is, they don't know if it was forward or backwards. Your purpose is, what is the goal line? What gives me the highest impact and the greatest joy while using the least amount of resources? And so you have to know your purpose in order to measure what is most impactful. Otherwise, it's a crapshoot. I'm throwing stuff up on the wall and hope it sticks.